No matter who you are, we all need a mentor. We need coaches to guide us so we can get to the next level. And that's what we want to improve and help you with as a sales professional with this podcast. Today, my guest, Gabrielle Blackwell, GB for short, is going to tell you exactly what she's doing and her experience when it comes towards finding a mentor that's going to help you get from here to here or higher or even higher. You're going to love this episode. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast. I'm your host, Donald Kelly, the Sales Evangelist, and I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we have the one and only GB, as I mentioned in the teaser. I'm so excited to have her on this podcast because this topic is so relevant, especially as we're starting off the year of Q1 here. Many sellers are trying to figure out, how did I not perform so well last year? Well, this is one of those great episodes that's going to help you to be able to identify and to fix and to make sure you get the right tools needed to have the impact that you desire. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, I appreciate it, and I ask you to go ahead and subscribe. All right, so let's dive into it. How do I go about starting? I'm in sales, and let's talk about the problem. You and I were rapping about this at the beginning. There is an issue or a challenge right now, and I think it extends in many different disciplines, but specifically in sales, where there's this need for mentors. Talk about the problem to me a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I'll share kind of my experience with mentorship, and then I'll also maybe share some observations that I've had, whether it's talking to folks who I am mentoring or even just folks where they're like, hey, I just need some advice. From my end, when I got into sales, I came in with this mindset of, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be number one and by a long shot. And so I was already driven. And so I had the drive and the desire, but I also recognize there's a lot of work that I'm going to need to do. There's a lot that I don't know about. And so if I just try to rely upon what I know alone, I'm not going to be able to meet my goal of being the top rep and by a long shot. So I really need to go and figure out who can I talk to, who can help me understand how I can get better. And I also need to identify folks who can help me bridge that gap between where I am today and where I need to be. And the VP of sales at that time, he and I had worked together previously, and he's like, you need to go and talk to the top 3 performing AEs. And you need to ask them, what is it that they're doing? How would they approach certain things? Really to share with them how you're going about generating business, and then have them provide a lot more feedback. And so I did that, and within between the middle of the quarter and the end of the quarter, I closed so much. I hit 193% of my number. I came in number 1 on my team. I rocked it. So I think I kind of forgot that I'm oh wow, I need to ask for mentors. And I went from struggling profusely, only trying to rely upon my own abilities without ever having the opportunity to tap into the collective genius to really understand, okay, well, what more should I know? What more do I need to learn? What might I be overlooking that just based off of where I'm at in my experience level that I wouldn't even know to pay attention to? There's the first challenge of, for a sales rep or a sales leader or whoever we are, we have to recognize that we don't have to know everything. Roderick Jefferson says this, some of the 3 or 4 most important words is I don't know. So 3, I don't. Yeah, I don't know is so powerful. Second to I love you, right? So just recognize hey, I don't know. And I think that to me is probably one of the biggest problems is that, we have to be in an environment where it's okay to say, I don't know. I don't have it figured out. So once you know that, now that you recognize there's some level of discrepancy between what you need to know and what you know now or where you want to be and where you are right now, that's what allows you to go and figure out, here's now the path I need to take to find the people, to find the mentors, to find the sponsors to help me out.
Closing thoughts. One major advice you want somebody to take from everything we discussed today.
Ooh, just it is such a show of strength to ask for help. And it's an additional Like, if you know what you need help with, and you go, hey, I need help with this, awesome. But it's totally okay to say, I don't know what I don't know, and I need help with you trying to help. Like, I just need help prioritizing right now.
Yeah.
What should I know that I don't know?
GB, go ahead and connect with her on LinkedIn. Do yourself a favor, connect with her newsletter. We have a link down in the show notes as well. And she produces just amazing content, like things that are just like so thoughtful and precise and directed towards things that are relevant right now. And I highly encourage you to go and connect with her. TSC approved by far. As always, we share stuff like this because we want you to succeed. We want you to find more ideal customers. We want you to know what to say when you reach out to them. We want you to close more deals. But most importantly, we want you to go out each and every single day and do big things. Thanks so much for watching.